Hey guys, it's Stephanie. This will not be a long message. Yes, I'm here in Sicily. My son is in the office playing games. So for some reason, I ended up in another room. So the lighting, but that's okay. I had something on my heart that I really wanted to get out. And so here I am. And that thing is this: you have got to get over yourself. The reason you are struggling with creation, the reason that you are struggling with manifestation, the reason that you are struggling to bring the things that you desire into the physical 3D tangible space is because you are addicted to your story. You are addicted to being a victim. It's so interesting because I see it every day. Like I'm on TikTok, I have 2 accounts. I have the ministry account, but I have the one about being in Italy. And let me tell you, both of them, you can see the comments every single day of people attached to a story of who they are and what it means to be who they are. And then you wonder, why is it that some people can create, manifest, and get the things they desire? It's because they don't attach to this story. No story can encompass who they are. They're aware of what their power is. And it's so interesting because I think about the women I work with, and I think about, if you connect to me on Facebook, you saw the one where the other day, like in 10 days of a VIP intensive with me, she had generated many thousands of dollars. I think it was like $40,000 or $50,000. I want you to know, no, was it 100? I don't remember what it was, but anyway, I want you to know that that only happens when you really begin to tap into your power, when you let the story of what it means to be a woman, of what it means to be a man, of what it means to be born in the United States, of what it means to be born in Europe, of what it means to be born in Africa, of what it means to be born Black, of what it means to be born white, of what it means to be born of any color. When you begin to let these meanings go, then you can create the things you want. There is a reason that people who hold on to story, they seem like victimized over and over. The world is always against them because they're against them. Their energy is literally against them because everything they do is from a basis of the story of who they are, whether it's those things I named, of the story of not having, the story of being lackful, the story of not having the man or not having the woman or not having kids or not having the house or not having the clients or whatever it is. You cannot get anything you want holding on to stories of who you were or even who you think you are in the physical 3D, which is totally an illusion. You have to be willing to let that entire ideology of who you are dissipate, die. Like, if you want to have a fucking funeral, have it. Like, have a virtual funeral for the you who's stuck on excuses, because stuck on excuses, stuck on stories, stuck on this keeps you where you are. I remember making a video once and like people having their panties in a notch because I said, I don't want to hear your stories. I don't care. But how about you shouldn't either? How about you should be stuck on the story of who you truly are? You should be stuck on the story of all the things that's coming to you. You should be stuck on the story that everything always works out for you. You should be stuck on the story that all your clients and all your customers, how much they love you. You should be stuck on the story of how the CEO of the company picked you out of thousands of employees to lead a project. You should be stuck on the story of how easy your life gets to be. You should be stuck on the story that life gets to be good. So no, I don't care about your stories. I don't want to hear that. And that's why to this day, I still get these long stories on Instagram. I don't read it. I literally don't care. I am not supporting these old stories. And I have to keep coming back and reminding you guys that you are where you are because you have this story that you're where you are. You are where you are because you won't let it go. And you want to allow yourself to merge with this new, beautiful version of yourself that has everything you want. Everything from the money, to the power, to the fame, to the love, to the children, to the connections, to the peace, to the housing, whatever it is, you have to let what you have now go. And some of you, I just did a training and posted it inside of School of Quantum Living. It's in, you might not know, I have a workshop called Mastering the Subconscious Money Game. And it's not currently available to the public, but it will be soon. But I put it inside of the school. So I gave my members of the school 2 months to go through the whole thing. So I just posted something earlier today about releasing the need to be secure. And for some of you, that story, that rhetoric, that conversation you want to keep having, that's about security for you. Because without that story, who are you? Some of you recognize that without that story, even the who you desire to be is not even rooted and grounded enough. So without that story, you feel you're nothing. So with the feeling of nothing, you're now not secure. And so you unconsciously self-sabotage to stay exactly where you are. Because you need to feel good. You need to feel secure. You want to feel protected, and you're more protected in your today. You're more protected in that story that you keep telling over and over and over again. Then you are releasing that and allowing that new version of you to come in. I think about, I see people who are like from high school or from other parts of my life. And when their life is still similar to a decade ago, we never can have a connection again. Your life should constantly be evolving. It doesn't have to be chaotic evolution, but in life, you're growing or you're dying. So if you are in the same place with the same complaints, with the same conversation for long periods of time, sweetie, you aren't growing, thus you're dying. And so if you want to do something different, you got to let go of your story. If you want to do something different, you got to let that version of you die in order for something new, different, and amazing to come along.